Howdy, everyone. It's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. So, today I'm going to be doing one of these top 10 lists since I haven't done one of these in a while. So, of course, it goes without saying that the genre itself, horror, which I like, of course. So, of course, I'm going to discuss it from one way or another. But as I was saying, is that it's pretty bizarre, really. But you really have to really stick out in a weird factor if you want to really make yourself a bit more known. I guess you have to be creative in some ways, and that's what this list is going to be about. I haven't done a top 10 list in a while. Most of this would be old movies, but it could be from any country, any time, really, and from any director, from any company. So I'm tending to be a bit somewhat flexible here. So, with that being said, let's just get into it, shall we? So, of course, like I said, I've already reviewed all of these movies, just so you know. But okay, with that being said, let's just get into it, shall we? So here we go. At number 10, Embryo. So there was this really lonely guy. He gets into this kind of experimentation thing, and he wants a child. And he eventually gets that doing some kind of experiment, of course. And it, of course, they're not blood related, obviously, but he did get what he wanted. However, the thing is that once he gets old enough, and yeah, the growth spurt is rather rapid, by the way. And but the thing is, to make this extra, what the hell? They actually start to fall for each other. And of course, when you love somebody, you lead to getting intimate, if you know what I mean. So there you go, movie. So okay, that happened. Sure.
The hell is wrong with you people?
All right, at number 9 is It's the Killer, which focuses on the fact that okay, a boss of this mafia, this yakuza, I should say, has gone missing. So somebody must fill the void and look for him. So as a result, the things get rather crazy, as you can guess yourself. But however, there's also this individual named Ichi that's going around killing folk, and he must be dealt with. This film literally starts up with somebody beating up a prostitute and Ichi himself masturbating to the beating right outside. That's how it starts off. Like, okay.
You sick fuck.
At number 8, The Mad Doctor of Blood Island. Oh yeah, this one takes place on this Hawaiian kind of area. So this man is traveling to this place where there's this mad doctor, and he's creating these human plant hybrid things with a specific type of blood that came from the local natives. And of course, there's this creature that comes to life, and said creature starts to pretty much murder a bunch of folks because this creature is absolutely insane in the head.
What the fuck am I looking at?
At number 7 is Audition, which is about this individual, this filmmaker. Again, filmmaker is a loose word because it's all a fake, it's all a sham. But he's a lonely individual, a lonely man who gets convinced by his friend to make this fake audition, and that's for a lonely wife, and that's exactly what he gets. However, this woman is something right. So this movie is more of a psychological torture kind of a thing, I guess. Just, what the hell?
I'll drink with you.
At number 6, Brides of Blood. So in this one, we get to see that, of course, there's gonna be some crazy stuff going on. Where we get to see the three Americans arrive on this island, and there's something involves this doctor and also this beautiful yet sexually frustrated wife, weird creatures thrown in the mix in this tropical type of island where you think and then it may just go just fine, like a Hawaiian type place or whatever. No, of course not. Things just get strange as things continue to get really crazy with this creature running amok. Well, like, okay.
What the fuck am I watching?
Alright, at number 5 is Imprint, which is focusing on prostitution, and then there's also this American character comes in to see this individual and whatnot, and it has something to do with, of course, this woman, But what ensues is this like BDSM thing, and torture, and whole mess of other things, whatnot. So yeah, cracky. Yeah, of course it's fairly short. It's not very long, really, but just at the end of the day, it just makes me just want to think like, okay, what the hell?
Don't you smile at me, you sick fuck!
At number four is Beast of Blood, which centers around the scientist. And yes, again with that, and he wants to create this monster, which he ultimately does. And of course, things just continue to be bizarre, obviously. And again, this has something to do with like this island, this remote island kind of thing, Hawaiian, tropical place. Yeah, we're doing that again here. So yeah, things just continue to get weird and weirder as this monster wants to just pretty much kill everybody and wants to do what he wants to do because he's a twisted bastard. And just again, what the hell is this?
So happy because I'm a gummy bear, gummy bear.
And with three, okay, this one's kind of cheating because it's an anthology type of thing. Three extremes. So there are these three separate stories that are not connected, but they're intertwined because again, the intertwined is not the better word. The better word is that they're connected in the sense of horror related, but in terms of narrative speaking, they're not. It's just the fact that the story name called Doubling, it's just bizarre. That's probably have to be the weirdest one of the bunch. And of course, again, this also involves some kind of torture and killing as well. Like, okay, I think I'm gonna go over here.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Okay, at number two, Bloody Pit of Horror, which is of course gonna be centered around this group of characters. And let's just say they're not exactly gonna be having a good time. Yeah, these individuals, of course, just the five modders that enter this seemingly deserted castle to take photos for this horror photo novel kind of a thing, I guess. But the castle is actually occupied by this former actor. And yes, this also again involves torture. So yes, obviously, some people out in here will get, in fact, tied up. Oh yeah, there you go.
Sick bastard.
Alright then, before I get to the number one spot, let me bring in some honorable mentions. So of course, it's gonna be random, obviously, like before. So anyway, let's have at it.
I have no idea what's going on.
Alrighty then, now that's out the way, let's just get into the number one spot finally, I guess. Making at number one is the film titled Godzilla on Monster Island, or better known as Godzilla vs. Gigan. I know this kind of technically is cheating in some ways because it's like sci-fi horror, but add in this list anyway because fuck it, why not? And some people believe that Passion of Christ is a horror movie, so why not let this slide? So anyway, this one involves these giant cockroaches that's human sized and use human beings of dead people as costumes, I guess, and they rule the world by using these monsters, by using these tapes to control them some kind of way. It's like, what the hell? Okay. I mean, there's more to it than that, but that's kind of the gist of it in some ways. And of course, Anguirus and Godzilla have to come over and just pretty much kick their ass, I suppose, and just basically do their thing. And that's it, folks, for this list. I mean, there's definitely plenty more. And yes, obviously, there's a lot more when it comes to this kind of a thing. And I know what I'm talking about here usually pretty much involves low budget stuff most of the time, but not always. But it's just usually weird that other horror films, those low budget, tend to be more experimental compared to the big budget films, which is something I mentioned before in previous other videos. It's probably considering the fact that there's low risk involved when it comes to money because there's not a whole lot put into it, really, compared to like movies like The Matrix, Star Wars, Star Trek, or even movies like the Avatar films or even Terminator, I guess you can say. So, yeah, that's the thing, though. Of course, or any of the DC or MCU movies, those big budget, triple A movies, whatever you can call them. And the large budget stuff I tend to be more, I guess, risk taking in that regard. And that's kind of why I want to do this. And of course, consider the fact that I like to talk about foreign cinema, movies from a different country, of course. And those can be tend to be experiment too, because I guess in some ways it might have something to do with the belief system. Of course, I know in the United States, in what you call the Western world, I know a lot of people tend to be more uppity about something that they can tend to be more bit of a tightwad in a lot of ways, way more strict than it should be if you ask me. But that's like a different video. I want to talk about that kind of thing. But anyway, another thing is that I do get annoyed with the fact that a lot of people out there will claim that horror movies are void of creativity, which is a lie because a lot of people assume the horror genre is just one type of storytelling, which in itself is a lie. You can have a variety of different storytelling within the horror genre. I don't know why people seem to think that it's just one kind of thing. That's weird. Anyway, it's not just blood and guts. It's not just like Jason Voorhees type movies. Even those, I don't mind those either, really. But still, it's not just one type of thing. You can have a variety of different type of horror movies, different type of storytelling. Like the old saying goes, variety is a spice of life, right? So there you go, I guess. Anyway, yada yada yada. So, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later. Till next time, see ya.